Save Par Golf Podcast is brought to you by Hole Number 20, clothes suited for all. We've recently collaborated with them and have Save Par Golf merchandise on their website. Make sure to use SavePar15 to get 15% off your entire order. Visit Save Par Golf on Instagram, and the link is in our bio to purchase. Welcome to Save Par Golf Podcast, where two average golfers talk about golf and things. I'm your host, Derek.
I'm Dominic.
In today's episode, we will talk about some drama in regards to the NCAA Women's Regional Golf Tournament that was canceled, the PGA Championship, and some more rapid-fire questions. Dom, we are in episode 5. It's been quite the
journey.
It has. We went on a little hiatus, and now we're having some issues, some technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's frustrating when it's not our fault, which the hiatus wasn't. I had finals, and then you have work stuff, and I have a job too.
It's a lot going on.
And now Adobe is like, no, you can't record tonight. So now we're trying to do this all through Anchor. I don't know.
So we're hoping for the best, but yeah, it's been quite the ordeal for the last hour, right?
God, it feels like
longer than that. But like I said, Dom is kind of the brains behind the operation right now. So I think he's got us up and running. So we'll
I
hope for the
so.
best, right? So with that being said, like I said, this is episode number 5. We're excited to be back. It's been a while, but again, moving forward, we're going to try to release an episode at least once a week is kind of the goal.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Hopefully.
Which we'll see, but that's the plan. Again, so the NCAA Women's Golf Regional Tournament in Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, not Baton Rouge.
Yeah, that I did say Baton Rouge on our second try.
Yeah.
This is our 4th try now?
Yes.
Yeah, but you did also have some
prolific.
You said
Prolificent.
It's okay. I had trouble last episode. We're all here. We're helping each other out.
Listen, it was finals week. I'm like scrambling to not drop out of school.
He's not dropping out.
No, I'm too stubborn too.
Yeah, he's not going to drop out.
If Mom and Dad, if you're listening, I'm too stubborn. So don't even ask.
Don't worry. It's a pretty crazy little story here. NCAA Women's Golf Regional Tournament gets canceled. And they went out and kind of basically said that it's a playable course, but it's not championship playable.
Right.
Or conditions. Right? Yeah. Which is totally outrageous in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, let the women play. For some of these ladies, it's their senior year.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Already gone through COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you got another issue.
It'd be different if the course wasn't playable at all, which we wouldn't be talking about it then.
Which is why I was kind of wondering, why even say that it's playable?
Right.
But then be like, because they were confused.
Yeah. Because it's playable, but not, I'm sure they don't care. This isn't your run of the mill.
This isn't your average year. Last year or this year.
Well, right, but these aren't your average golfers either.
True.
They tend to know what they're doing. It's not you and your drunk buddies running around on a golf course.
Yeah, just hitting the ball, hoping for a par.
These are competitive women who want to compete.
Yep, and potentially playing at the next level.
Potentially, yeah. Mm-hmm. We don't know how many stars there are in this.
Yeah, it was pretty upsetting, pretty kind of sad. I did see. Was it Barstool's?
Yeah.
Course? They're going to try to...
They're going to try to find some way. I think the NCAA worded it very poorly. Why wouldn't you postpone it? Why wouldn't you reschedule it? Why wouldn't you move it?
Yeah, because there was an article that was saying that they had 7 inches of rain.
Right.
And so there was standing water. There was water in bunkers. And at this juncture, it's let's wait it out.
Yeah.
Postpone it.
Or even find somewhere else. You can't tell me there's not another golf course I would love to host an NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I mean, that would be probably a little difficult in the time crunch because I know that they do put a lot of effort and time into managing the courses. But still, yeah, there's other alternatives than just canceling it. I mean, I would be pretty upset if that was me. if I'm in that situation, especially like you said, as a senior, like you're going to go out that way, so it's pretty brutal. But hopefully they're able to, the whole Barstool Sports deal, hopefully they're able to get something figured out. That would be pretty cool. I'm glad that there's a lot of people that are, standing up and backing it, because it's true. It's kind of heartbreaking that.
I'm happy that there are a lot of people upset about this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like women's athletics, whether it's professional or collegiate in this case, go underappreciated.
Completely agree.
Because like we have the Lynx here.
Yep.
And they're very good. I don't know how many.
I think they were a dynasty for a while. They won, I think, 3 or 4 championships. The last year or two, they haven't been the best.
And everyone here, it's like they don't care because they're like, oh, the Timberwolves. Well, hate to break it to you,
the only winning team right now, or championship team that has won recently, is the
Lynx. Yeah, the Wolves suck.
They're bad.
And we have arguably like a super good team with Towns and D'Lo and all them, but
Ant.
Oh yeah, I forgot Ant.
He better win Rookie of the Year.
I can't.
I have a feeling LaMelo's going to win.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Give it to the guy who played more, won more Rookie of the Month, and made more heads turn.
Yeah, I think with him clinching the playoffs too, the Hornets, that just makes it. Granted, he was out for a while.
Yeah,
I mean, he was out for quite a while. I mean, Ant, that guy just seems like just a funny dude.
He's a goofy.
Character. Yeah, but the guy's a stud.
Yeah.
And so I mean, we have potential, but that's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, whole conversation with the A-Rod. We can get into that, but I agree.
I think it's nice to see people give a damn about these ladies, because they're good. To get to that level, they're phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And for them to not be able to play is awful.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it could have been handled so much better. It was, again, I don't know the whole story, but from what I've read and heard, it could have been handled totally different. And so it sounds like everyone is on board and trying to get that taken care of. So hopefully that works out in their favor. Speaking of like women athletes and just in general, did we talk about the Michelle Wee and LPGA Tour hoodies last episode?
Yeah, because I want one still. I actually have it in my browser, so if somebody wants to buy me one, I'll happily take one. The hoodie for golf. Yeah,
and I have you do see that more too, where a lot of the NBA players, the PGA Tour players now, and it's so cool that they're supporting that, because it's pretty much every NBA team has a WNBA team, and I understand, the volume and viewers and all that is not on the same scale, but that doesn't mean that they should be,
arguably the WNBA is more competitive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that they're 100% always more competitive, because there are some very good NBA games, but the WNBA, there's always highlights and there's always these great shots. And they're all so talented. I don't know what that girl's name is that you're probably looking up right now.
Paige Buchers?
Yeah.
From UConn? From Hopkins? Or are we talking about...
No, the one who just hit that game winner for New York.
I think it's her name is Salah. Oh, man, you put me on the spot.
That thing was clutch.
Yeah, she's a stud. She came out of Oregon.
She's a rookie, right?
Yep. She battled some injury. She was out for a while with an injury, but she's a stud. I want to say it's Salah Brinas, and now that we're talking about it, I have to look it up. Sabrina.
We're gonna butcher that. We're gonna pass on that.
Yeah, but she's a stud. She came out of Oregon. She's a rookie. She got injured, and then she comes back and knocks down the 3 to win the game. So, which is super exciting, like you said. So I do like that they're getting put on the spotlight as they should.
And I like
they
that.
Deserve.
And I like that Barstool is actually trying.
Yeah,
I think they have merch and everything.
They have like the outlet, the funds, and all. So much support behind it that it's pretty awesome. It's incredible, really. So that was a huge topic this week, and obviously we have the PGA Championship next week. I feel
like we're just flying through the majors this year.
Well, yeah, because we had the Masters within 6 months of each other, so it
just feels like everything's happening so fast.
Yep. And then right now we have the AT&T Byron Nelson tournament going on right now. We kind of talked about it on our first recording, but we have Sam Burns is in first place at the moment.
I now know that he is not an old man.
Yeah, he first he thought he was an old man. Turns out he's younger than he is, or
no, he's older.
just barely older than him.
Spieth is what, third?
Spieth is tied for third at 17 under. He fired a 6 under today. Charles Schwartzel, another kind of big name, he also carded a 6 under to and he's 17 under as well. So there's a lot of people up there on the leader or close to the leaderboard. So it'll be a fun Sunday. Yeah. That's for sure.
I think the tournaments like this are more fun than the majors sometimes. Obviously, the majors are going to have all the big names and all the field and everything, but this is competitive between players that you normally wouldn't think.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the week before a major, you do get a lot of big name guys that kind of sit out preparing, like you said. Right. So you just kind of see some people that are on the leaderboard that you might not recognize.
I know Rory won last week, didn't he?
He did, yeah. That was awesome. It was awesome to see. Rory's the man. I hope he, if he can kind of continue that into the PGA Championship next week, I think
he could come in with some good momentum.
Yeah, I was looking up the odds to win the 2021 PGA Championship, and he's actually on top of the board right now.
Who we putting the stimmy on?
The stimmy. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna cut it at $1,000 stimmy each, and I'm gonna go Rory McIlroy. I'm gonna put 500 on Rory, and then I'm gonna go with. I'll go Jordan Spieth. Take my other 500.
Okay.
He's a 14-1 odds.
I don't actually know who the odds are, so I'm going to have to borrow your phone.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead here. I didn't take them all. I just kind of screenshotted it. But right now, Rory's on top. I'm assuming Dustin's probably top 3, top 2. He's up there.
4. Okay. Well, I mean, he's 12-1, which would be
pretty close to
second. I mean, Rory's 10-1, which makes sense because he's coming off that win.
Yep.
Jon Rahm is always
he's a stud.
I didn't think he'd be 12-1 like everybody else. So if we have $1,000 stimmy, Jon Rahm, you're getting 500 there, buddy. I've said a lot, Colin Morikawa.
Yep. Yeah, he won it last year.
Exactly.
So he's going to go back to
put my other 500 on Colin.
Stud. I like it. I like that pick. So you got Morikawa
and Jon Rahm.
Yeah. And I got Rory and I got Spieth.
And Jon Rahm's got that new dad power.
He does, yeah.
So now he's a dad, and now he's going to hit the ball 400 yards.
Can I change my one? I actually wanted to. I just got this little inkling.
Are you looking at Xander?
Yeah,
I knew it.
I'm still gonna go with Rory at the 10-1, and then I'm gonna pull the rest on Xander.
Schauffele.
So Rory and Xander are my 2 picks. Dom's got Colin Morikawa and
Mr. Jon
Rahm at 12-1.
As soon as I saw Xander, I was like, "Oh, I'm surprised he didn't pick Xander."
Yeah, I mean, well, Colin too. Obviously, he's a 27-1. That's a pretty good pick.
Yeah,
with your money.
Well, and he plays very smart.
He's a good golfer.
He's a smart golfer. And when I play golf, I'm not a very smart golfer. See ball, hit ball doesn't go where I want it to, and then it's a lot of scrambling. Mm-hmm. That's what I like to call it, even though it's probably not scrambling.
Speaking of the PGA Championship, what do you think about you were actually the one kind of mentioning it. I started reading it after you talked about it, but the
rangefinders. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So now they're actually going to be able to, they're allowing rangefinders for the first time during a major.
Yep.
So they could have had them on regular tournaments, but as far as a major, it's the first time. So the whole purpose, from my understanding, is to speed up the pace of play, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there's been some controversy, people saying that it might actually kind of backfire. They think it might slow it down because you start second guessing. Right?
Here's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
They're pros. People who go to like par 3 courses with rangefinders or executive courses with rangefinders, they're doing it wrong. They're amateurs. That's why it takes them forever. That's why I don't like to play with them, because it's like I'll read the distance and then like I'll just have a gut feeling for what club. And I'm sure you've seen me do it where you probably grab a different club than I do, but I just said, nope, I have a feeling it's going to be a 4-iron, and then I hit it, and then it's either really good or it's like I should hit what you hit type of deal. But I don't like to second guess myself, which is why I don't like rangefinders.
For me, I don't really. I like I have like the rangefinder app. Not the app, the watch.
I have a little Garmin that tells me distances.
Yep.
I like to do that for like if I can't see the hole.
Okay.
Like if it's a big dog leg and I can't see what's around the bend, I like that. But I'm not going to sit there and take 4 different measurements with the rangefinder and take a half hour and
switch your clubs 4 different times.
Yeah. No, I'm going to take a club. I'm going to look at the ball. I'm going to wiggle it. And I'm going to smack it.
You're going to smack that shit?
Smack that shit.
You wiggle that? Oh, man. That guy's fantastic.
Shout out Manolo.
Yeah.
God, he's great. I feel like he could teach me math.
I feel like he could teach you anything.
I'm bad at math. And I feel like he could teach me math. He'd tell me to waggle that shit and smack that
Write
shit.
that shit.
And then it'd be nasty.
It's nasty. Yeah, he's fantastic. That guy exploded too. He
went from like 1,000 to 10K.
Now he's over. Well, yeah. When I think I posted a video of him. I'm not saying like that was.
No, we didn't blow him up.
No, but he was at like he was at like 37,000 followers, and now he's at 296,000.
There was a video, an older one, that he went from like 1,000 to 10K overnight, and then just blew up.
Yep. Yeah. So good for him.
Yeah, I honestly feel like he could teach me math.
For real. Yeah. I think he teaches.
My favorite is when he's doing the. Your club is 60 degrees already. You don't have to open it.
Yeah, you don't need to open it.
Maybe a degree, but
that guy's just pure comedy. We need to link up with that guy and play a round of golf, because actually I don't know if I could even play a round of golf with that guy. I'd be laughing my ass off too much.
I'd be a little embarrassed, but I feel like he would be a coach.
Yeah. I think our cheeks would hurt so bad just from laughing so much.
Yeah, right? Probably.
I mean,
I already laugh too much, so I always like to blame that on my bad shots, but it's really just me thinking about something funny.
Sure. So yeah, rangefinders. I've never really. I know it's a really popular item for a lot of amateur golfers and a lot of pros. I mean, I know Rory uses it.
I feel like it's a status symbol. Like for us amateurs, it's like, oh, you have a rangefinder? You must really be into golf.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent. For me, like, if I'm playing a course that I play frequently, really doesn't matter to me from because you're so, used to it. Yeah. But it does bother me if I go to a golf course that I've never played. And there's like, it's hard to find a distance or a book or a distance marker, or there isn't a GPS in the cart. So it's like,
that's why I got that Garmin. So I can say, hey, if I'm standing here 40 yards to the right, which is where I'll probably end up, is a bunker. And that's a day at the beach.
It's a day at the beach. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see I guess we'll find out this next week if it actually does indeed slow up the pace of play. I mean, it might a little bit, but I think
I'd imagine once it kind of gets going, it'll be different. It's like any new rule, right? You'll get kind of caught up on it. And
then I think once it kind of catches on and takes off, I think it'll kind of eventually work itself out. But so yeah, they have the rangefinder. The odds, we have Rory and Xander, and you have
John Rahm and Colin.
Okay, so we got to keep track of that and see if any of us make any money for next week.
For our hypothetical bets.
For our hypothetical fake stimmy bets.
Yeah, because I don't get stimmies, FYI.
No stimmies?
No. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go right into this. I'm gonna throw some rapid fire questions at you.
I have one for you first.
You have one for me first?
Yeah.
All right.
If we had a scramble team, what would our team name be? And it can't be like Save Par Podcast. It can't be Save Par. What would you name us?
Oh man, you put me right on the spot. I didn't even finish that sentence in your.
I was thinking about it earlier because first of all, we can only record for 30 minutes on this, so I don't know how long it'll take. I'm assuming I could download it, throw into Audition and other stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about it earlier.
Being that,
because I feel like, first of all, I always say it would be a good scramble.
Yeah. Are we talking? Would be like there's a 2-man scramble team?
Yeah, just me and you. Yeah.
You really put me on the spot.
I never have.
Do you have a suggestion? Do you have an idea?
I really don't.
You don't either? Man, you caught me off guard.
I really don't. I just was like, it could be something funny. It could be something like, oh man, they're not going to win, and then we stomp everybody. Or we get like 5th place and get $100 or whatever.
Let's call us the Philly Mickelsons.
The righties.
The righties. Philly Mickelsons. I'm going to copyright that, Philly Mickelsons.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think that's what we do because Phil, man, is legit.
I love Phil.
We talk about Phil. We've talked about him on every episode, I think, but we scramble. We can, if we don't hit the fairway, we can still make our way out of it, get on the green, which is why Phil
got his pardon.
Yeah, Phil got his pardon. So the righties,
the Phil talk goes on.
The Phil talk resumes. The Phillies Mickelsons.
I like that.
Yeah, that was a good question, actually, but don't do that again. Don't put me like that on the spot.
No, you do it to me.
I know, but that was my turn, not your turn.
Well, I got to keep you on your toes.
You did, but I like that. You doing that actually came up with that name.
Yeah, I know. So I was sitting right here.
You got to patent that.
Okay.
The Philly Mickelsons.
I'll put it on Instagram.
The Philly Mickelsons. All right. Okay, let me ask you. We'll start off with an easy one. You prefer plastic or wooden tees?
Wood. Yeah.
Is there a reason why? Or
no. I think plastic tees are for those guys who go.
Slow down now. Come on.
I'm gonna attack you. I just don't like. I feel like plastic tees are for those like bro-y type golfers who are like, hey,
I'm
man,
a bro-y golfer. It sounds like.
It's just like I don't like to buy wooden tees. It's just like, well, I'm gonna lose a tee either way, so I'm buying the bag of 400 wooden tees for $20.
Okay, so if I'm hitting my pretty much every tee shot, I'm a driver and all that, I prefer plastic tees. But there is a specific type of plastic tee. There are some that I don't really like.
Oh, boy.
So there are a few plastic tees. And I think my tee length is 2 1/4 is what I would prefer off the tee as far as the tee length. But if I'm hitting like my iron shots, I love finding just the little freaking like shimmied up tees. And
that's why you make me hit first so you can find the top piece of mine.
Yep. So I don't have a problem with wooden tees. I like wooden tees. We get a lot of cool.
Whenever we're sent stuff from companies, they always give us.
And they're actually legit. I like the wood tees, and I use them.
I like the Bogey Bros ones. I don't know what makes them different. I don't know if it's a little BB on top, but I like those.
Yeah. No,
Gorilla Golf sent us some cool ones that say Gorilla in script.
And I just got some from Birdie Craft.
Yeah.
So those are world. But no, I like the wooden tees. I'm not against wooden tees. I'm just saying if it's my go-to.
Wooden tee.
Plastic on the tee for my drive, wooden on my irons, on par threes. Okay, so that was kind of turned into both of a question, I guess, for both of us. But would you rather play golf with light rain and no wind or no rain and a lot of wind?
I want the wind so I can blame my bad shots on the wind.
Okay, so you're going with super windy and no rain?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't like getting all muddy and wet because I feel like, especially for walking.
Light rain though. This is like almost like a mist.
Yeah, but you still get wet.
That's true. I honestly though would prefer. I wouldn't mind a little, especially if it's like a super like warm day where it almost kind of cools you off a little bit.
The wind or the mist?
The mist. Because temperature kind of because if it's super windy and it's 50 degrees, it's gonna feel like it's like 30. And it's like no thanks.
I'm built. So I guess
it depends on the.
I'm built like a bowling ball, so I'm always warm.
Yeah, depends on the temperature, I guess. But I would probably say light.
If it's like 95, I'm taking the mist.
Yeah,
because then there's gonna be a hot wind.
That's what I mean.
It's gonna be a hot mess.
Yeah,
I'm still taking the wind though, because then I have a reason why my shot didn't go where I wanted it to.
So we're still going with the wind.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Final answer.
I might have asked this last time, but I can't remember because it's been a few weeks, right?
Yeah.
But links or traditional style course? I think I know this one.
Traditional. I don't like links.
Yeah.
Give me the trees. Give me the nature.
Trees. He wants to peg trees.
Oh, don't say that.
He's marking his territory.
I just like being able to feel secluded. I don't know if it's that like northern boy in me.
Yeah, maybe like with the links, like you feel like anyone's like a target.
Well, yeah,
next hole over too, you could just get pegged.
I mean, there have been times where we've been playing, and then all of a sudden there's a ball from like 3 holes over because there's no trees.
Yeah, Yeah, no, that's true. I would definitely. I'm a links guy all the way. I mean, obviously, I like traditional style courses too.
I just like the feeling of like I'm the only one on this hole versus oh my god, there's 4 groups on 4 different holes on the same hole.
Yeah, a little more secluded.
Yeah,
more
private.
Yep. Okay. This is a good one. I like this. What is the most common saying you hear out on the course? Now, this could be a phrase that you say to someone on the course or something that you hear all the time from someone else that's playing.
I topped it.
I topped it. I think mine for me would be like, that'll play, or I lost it. I lost it.
I always say, where'd it go? Because I can never find my ball after I hit it.
Like, I lost it. So those, you hear those almost every round at least. I always 3 to 4 or 5 times.
I always have buddies that go, "Oh, I topped it," and it's like, no, you just hit it really bad. I'm guilty of it too. I'm not calling anybody out, but like, no, you just hit it bad. Which I mean, I hit it bad all the time.
Hey, it's what we're just.
It's golf.
Average golfers, right?
Talking about average things,
right? What platform do you use when making tee times? Like, do you go online? What do you typically?
I use the websites.
You go right to the course website?
Yeah. So like I have to make a tee time for like the wilderness and everything for June. I'll probably give them a call just so I can set it up. I'll probably wait for the weather, but.
So you don't use like a Golf Now or like.
It depends. Like if I'm making a future tee time, I'll do it. Like I'll call them. Okay. If I'm making one tonight for tomorrow, I'll probably just go to the website, pay for it online.
Okay.
I've tried some of those apps and it doesn't always find the courses I want, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely, if you do like a Golf Now or, I mean, Golf Now is probably the biggest.
I think there's like a tee time app.
Yeah. That's the one I like. I like that one too, but they're very limited on the courses. Yeah. So, okay. What's your go-to ball marker that you use?
So I have a lot of them from Liberty Ball Markers. I've been using him for a while out of good old Liberty, Missouri.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's got some awesome stuff.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I guess I'd have to say my go-to marker. One of the early ones I had him make me says Trust the Karsten, which is my putter is the paying answer Karsten 2 or whatever. Paying names are putters unreasonably long things. Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorites, and it's something that I've always had in my bag. There's just a lot of cool ones. I can't think of brands and everything. Yeah,
I like to switch it up every so often, but kind of get my fixing with all my ball markers. I got a bunch of ball
markers.
Your
Dogecoin one is super cool.
Just got a Dogecoin ball marker. Absolutely love it. It's sick. I haven't used it. Obviously, it just came in the mail today, but it is sick. I reached out. Actually, I posted a little message on the Instagram and sent a basically thing saying I need to find who can help me out with finding a Dogecoin. Going to the moon. And Grind Your Golf. That's the Grind Your Golf is the Instagram user handle, and they're awesome. They're out of Utah. They do custom clubs, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. Comes in a cool little case. Check them out on Instagram. They also do have their website, grindyourgolf.com. So
if he wants to send another one, I'll go to the moon. Speaking of custom clubs, not getting too far off track, I just got my wedges back.
Yeah, those are sick looking. I haven't seen them in person, but I've seen the photos.
I mean, they're in my car.
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
Jason from House of Golf, always hooking me up. They're great. Everybody seems to like them. My favorite part isn't even the club. It's the grips he put on, which is really dumb. But I love the grips. I love a really sticky, tacky grip. Yeah, so
tacky grip for sure.
Jason killed it. I've always been a fan of his work, and it's been fun to kind of get to know him over the years. And I don't know. I think he's a cool guy. I think definitely he's a friend of mine.
What's his Instagram handle? Do you know?
The big one is House of Golf, HAUS, and then golf. Out in Costa Mesa, California.
Yeah, they're pretty sick looking. They did like a Tar Heel, North Carolina themed. Yeah, they're pretty dope.
And then his personal one is Jason. I think it's Day, DAI. And then
the golfer?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It's spelled different.
Gotcha.
DAI golf.
DIYE.
he does putters. They do wedges. The before and after, I don't know if you've seen this, is just amazing.
Yeah, I haven't seen the before and after, but those are pretty.
I sent him some crusty looking clubs, and I was embarrassed. I didn't like that he posted it. Like, he should have cleaned them first, like made me look presentable.
A little bit of somewhat presentable.
But yeah, if Grindr wants to send you another Dogecoin,
yeah, they are sweet.
We can have 2 Dogecoins, go to the moon.
Straight to the moon. Yeah, they're awesome. So I'm gonna rock that one out, I think, next time I go out. And then Birdie Craft also.
That Jordan one's sweet.
Yeah, it's a Jordan 1.
I'm gonna try to steal it.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. So
I'm gonna steal it.
We'll sink some birdies with that. We'll see. Okay, so kind of got a little, somewhat off topic. Not.
It's not terribly off topic.
No, not really.
Not like it normally is.
We'll probably get off topic.
Oh, probably.
I got a couple more questions. Okay, this one's pretty good because I've done this before. But have you ever caught yourself, or do you ever catch yourself doing some practice swings like in random places? Like
no.
Like,
I'm pretty good about it. I've seen people like at gas pumps do it. I've seen you do it.
Yeah, I definitely am guilty of that. I do that up at the gym, or even just like, I don't know, just like randomly get that like weird itch, and all of a sudden next thing I catch myself doing.
The only time it happens to me is if I'm talking to somebody about golf and they have questions.
Okay, so it's not just like random, like out of nowhere.
But even then, it's like I have a hard time doing the swing because if there's nothing in my hand, I don't know where to.
Yeah.
Like, how do I hold the golf club? It's not a sword.
Okay.
Somebody get his sword.
Get this man a sword. Okay, this is my last question. What was the best meal you had this past week?
Oh,
it doesn't have to be cooked. It could just be like anything that. Like,
something I dreamed of.
No, I mean like
a real meal.
But like I'm not saying like you had prepared it.
Oh.
Like you could have.
I mean, we just had the red cow, which was
the red cow was good.
It's since it's been like finals week, it's been a lot of just like fast food. I hate to say it.
So you didn't really have like anything special.
Well, I mean, I love Taco Bell, so I had tacos. I had Acapulco. It was a lot of Mexican food.
I haven't had Taco Bell.
I did this week. Taco Tuesday. I think this week though, the red cow. I love that 60-40 burger.
The red cow is
it's so good, and the fact that it was nice enough to where we could just walk and go get it today.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was a perfect day to play some golf. Even though we didn't really get
beautiful day in Minneapolis, and it's perfect 70 degrees.
A little bit of breeze with the sunshine. It was beautiful out. It's supposed to be nice the rest. I think
tomorrow's supposed to be 77.
Yeah, it's supposed to be nice. So we're should be getting some nice weather here coming up, so we'll get some more golf in.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, I know there's supposed to be some rain in the forecast in the upcoming week.
I mean, it is May.
You just never know.
Yeah.
I guess for me, for my meal, I did have.
You told me about that avocado.
Yeah, avocado dish. Oh man, it was out of this world. It was so good. It's probably the best like salad / like bowl I've had. It's basically I did a build your own, and it was so good. They had corn, black beans, rice, some spinach, and they had like these paprika mushrooms. Those they were so good. And then they had a cilantro lime chicken, which is like a shredded chicken.
I ordered from a local Vietnamese place last night, and I got some sesame chicken.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
pretty good. Sesame chicken's good.
Honestly, I might go home after this and eat it cold out of the fridge, and not have any shame.
Yeah, no, I see. I'm not like I love sesame chicken. I can't do honey chicken. Or I'm sorry, orange chicken.
See, I was hoping the sesame chicken would be spicy.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
No,
I was really upset.
It was a little like more sweet.
It was more orange than anything, and that made me upset because I wanted something to kind of like not beat me up inside, but like say, "Hey, kick. I'm here." Yeah,
give you a little punch. Yeah, I like sesame chicken would be my go-to, I guess. But
or Peking chicken.
Yeah, Peking chicken is really good. I like Peking chicken. So yeah, if I don't know if an avocado dish is like a national chain, I'm not sure. But if you have one, or if you don't, dude, it is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And again, even if you don't like avocado, you don't have to get necessarily avocado on it. Granted, it's called avocado dish, but I mean, you can kind of build your own of all sorts of their sandwiches. And their avocado was amazing. All the sliced avocado. Oh man, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. But
dude, we just ate. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's been a few hours, but I'm still full.
Yeah, I mean, we're growing too, boys. But yeah, I mean, I'm full too. But it was so good.
I was watching somebody eat everything from Chipotle today, like on YouTube. And that's all I wanted today. So I was very happy.
You're watching someone eat food on YouTube?
Shut up.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Have you ever heard of like the Try Guys?
No.
Oh, they have like this thing where they eat the menu and they just ate everything from Chipotle. But everything.
What do you mean like they ate everything? Like in one sitting?
Yeah. Well, they ordered everything and then they take like a bite and go, yeah, it's okay.
Okay. So
which is basically Chipotle.
Okay. So let me make sure on the same page. So like, let's say like they want a bowl. They get every topping on it on the bowl.
So.
Or like if a burrito, like do they get everything on the burrito?
They did for one of them, yeah.
And so the burrito must have been like
it's like a baby.
Than a football.
It was like a baby.
Yeah, and they just take one bite. It's like are they trying to copy that one bite? Everyone knows the rules, or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
So they take one bite.
You're overcomplicating this.
Do they grade it?
Yeah. Yeah, and then at the end they have like what was the best, and what was the worst.
So what? So like, if what was the best, what was the worst? Do they go to multiple restaurants?
No, because they're in like LA.
Okay.
So it was just like one Chipotle. I think one of the worst ones was like, because if you didn't know, like obviously you and I eat a lot of Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
I eat a lot of burritos. You're a bowl guy, which is dumb.
I used to eat a lot of burritos, but I love the bowl. I mean, I love them.
No. The burrito.
The bowl.
The burrito. Burrito.
Oh yeah, they give you a free one on Halloween.
Yeah, I just go as myself.
There you go.
God, where was I going with that? So like one segment was they have a whole keto part of their menu where they're all pre-made, and they just ate all of those, and then like I don't know, it was hard. I'll have to send you the link.
Yeah, how long are these episodes?
It was like a half hour, so it's like I'll do it while I'm playing like a video game or something.
It's more like background.
Yeah,
I've never heard of. What's it called?
Eat the menu. Yeah.
Huh. I'll have to check that out.
I don't know. It's not weird or anything, so don't make it weird.
No, I just never heard of it.
Yeah, they did like Wendy's.
At first, I thought you were literally talking about like you just like watch some guy order some food,
like a mukbang,
Chipotle.
No,
like, I'm so hungry. Like, okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah,
I get you now.
Yeah, it's not like a mukbang or anything. Those are weird. I can't do that because I don't like to hear people eat. I'm weird like that.
What's a mukbang? Where like you listen to the way they eat.
It's like you and I would like have this podcast, right? Mm-hmm. But in front of us would be like 10 pounds of like food, and we would just go to town.
Gotcha. So all you're pretty much hearing is us just chomping on the food. Oh yeah,
I hate that.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't do that.
I couldn't do it. No. I don't like to sit by people when they eat.
So you close the mouth.
Well, yeah, and that's why you sat over there and I sat over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't stand that. No, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I had that was kind of like up there.
Oh, I had a really good stuff from Jersey Mike's. I get the same thing from Jersey Mike's every time, but this one was exceptionally good.
I haven't had Jersey Mike's in a long time. I've only had Jersey Mike's like 2 or 3 times. That's the cold. They're just cold subs, right?
Yeah. Well, no, you can get hot ones.
No, what is the one that's just cold? Is it Jimmy John's?
Jimmy John's.
Oh yeah. What's Jersey Mike's? Which one did you get at Jersey Mike's?
Oh, I get the club sub. Because it sounds like the pub sub from Publix. That's how I remember it. Which we don't have Publix here.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Florida.
So what comes in the club?
Turkey,
sub? Ham, potatoes, tomatoes, greens,
yams. No. I think it's like provolone or Swiss cheese.
Okay.
Bacon, lettuce, mayo. I add pickles because what's a sub without pickles? It's a sandwich.
Yeah, that's not the same. I go jalapenos. Spice that up.
Okay, you can do that, I think.
Yeah.
And then you have to do it Mike's way, where you get it with all the oil and the vinegar.
Okay. Speaking of subs, I think we might have already talked about this, but probably my favorite sub place to eat is Potbelly.
Yeah,
get the wreck.
That's exactly what I get.
Yeah, the wreck is so good, dude. I love the wreck. Add some mushrooms on that bad boy.
Ooh, I've never done that.
Yeah, it's so good. I haven't had Potbelly in forever. Have you? I did have Witch a while ago, which they're kind of like fading away.
Yeah,
but
there used to be that one in Blaine I used to work by. That one's closed.
Yeah, they closed it. Nuts Pizza Joint.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's I can't remember the pizza name, but it's a pizza place now.
There was a family Chinese food place by me that was super good. Everybody loved it. And then they retired. So it closed. So I'm all upset because they're chicken. And it's supposed to be like a Mexican place now.
Oh, really?
Little hole in the wall. So I'll have to check it out.
Those kind of restaurants, though.
Hole in the wall. And I can't say no to Mexican food.
I love Mexican food. My favorite.
When you're lucky.
Yeah, I am pretty lucky. That's for sure. But yeah, which was okay. Someone ordered from work and they delivered it, but it's like if you go in there, it's a little bit better because it's a little easier to you fill out the little bag and all that.
Yeah, I have a friend whose favorite sub place is which, and she doesn't listen, so I don't like it. I don't care what she has to say. She doesn't listen. At least to the pod. I don't know if she listens to me much either.
So so it's not a big deal then.
No, I don't. I think it was really overrated. And last time I checked, it was kind of expensive.
Yeah, I didn't pay for it this sub.
Well, that must be nice.
Yeah, it was nice, but no, it was okay. I didn't even finish it. Normally, I always finish the sub, so that speaks volumes.
I'm really bad about eating my food. I don't know if you've noticed this yet. I'll eat half of it.
Yeah, you kind of you save it. You savor it.
Yeah. Well, it's not like I eat fast and I make myself sick. Yeah. So if I eat half, I can take it home and then just chow down.
It's not a bad idea.
But I ate the whole burger tonight because I was hungry.
Dude, I ate those wings they were so good.
Oh, I know. Really I should have stolen more than one.
I know, they were tasty. But I do like that kind of philosophy. Just take like Chipotle. I normally can eat that in 3 minutes, but sometimes I try to slow down my eating and eat half of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I know half of it's plenty for me anyway, but it's I don't know, call me weird, but do you do well, you eat burrito, but sometimes
I'll save a burrito
and I'll eat it cold. It's actually super good. My
issue with the burrito, and this is my only issue with the burrito, so don't get it twisted.
It depends who rolls it up.
No. The lettuce the next day is bad. So I have to pick it out. Otherwise, I love a cold burrito. I don't know, because everything kind of melds together in a way. That's
what I'm saying. I like the cold burrito bowl. It's so good after save it, eat it later on. It's actually will taste better sometimes.
I just like it. I love tortillas too much.
Me too. I just know. Yeah, no, I love the tortillas a lot too. But sometimes I'll get it on the side.
But then just get a burrito.
I know, but see, the thing is
it cheaper?
No, but you
get the burrito.
No, you get more.
I don't care. I'm full either way.
The portion control, they give you more. So it's I've noticed when I order a burrito, they give you a little bit less portion.
But listen, I'm full after the burrito.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So listen.
So I don't care.
No. So you get the tortilla on the side. It's the same price. Then you're gonna get these extra toppings. Now you can just create your own burrito.
But you know what the issue is? I can't roll a burrito.
Well, dude, you go to YouTube.
Every morning when I make breakfast burritos,
you're how do I
it's a hot mess because I put too much egg in it, so it's a big square.
Oh no, I know.
And I'm embarrassed to
That's how mine are too.
Okay, I don't feel as bad.
Yeah, the egg burritos don't really look like egg burritos. But they taste really good.
You smell that?
No. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. But yeah, it's
someone's
got that skunk.
Someone's smoking some.
But yeah, every time I try to make a burrito, it ends up being an open taco or a big square. And it's I feel bad, but then I remember it tastes the same.
Yeah, you're gonna need to ask them how to roll that next time when you're can you do that one more time? I'm
can you unroll it and then re-roll it
and then actually unroll it again and put it in the bowl? I actually want a bowl. Keep the tortilla.
I wonder what the weirdest thing a Chipotle worker's been asked.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure there's probably some pretty weird stuff, but so yeah, that's my take on my food this last week. But
I do like to cook. I just haven't had much time.
No, I agree. It's so much. It's sad, but it's just so much easier just to order some food.
I don't like that. It's I would prefer to cook. I'm gonna try to cook tomorrow, or maybe I'll get home at midnight. I bet, and I'll probably be I'm the only one here. I'll cook.
Well, you just heat up your sesame chicken.
Yeah, there we go in the air fryer.
Yeah, air fryers
in the air fryer.
Air fryers are.
Do you see this?
Was that from the air fryer?
Yeah. So my buddy and his fiance have an air fryer they reach down into.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which knowing me is a hazard.
Yeah.
And this is from the Super Bowl, and they burned me.
They burned you or the air fryer?
Both. It's their air fryer.
It's their fault.
Yeah.
It's their air fryer.
Why would you buy one that I have to reach down into?
Yeah. Or maybe next time use tongs.
No. Mine you can pull out into like a tray.
Yeah, that's how mine is too. Yeah. They must have some janky air fryer.
Yeah. Brad.
I'll
call you out.
What a Brad.
I don't think he's going to listen anyways. The best part is like I have all these friends who play golf. I don't think they listen to the golf podcast.
Okay. Maybe one day. We'll see. But so next week we'll try to have, this is episode 5, obviously. We'll shoot for episode 6 next week. Hopefully we'll get a round in or at least play some golf and we can talk about our round.
I know I'm in a group chat. We're planning on tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
However, it's always a mess.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, so like normally with like me, if it's like some of my other buddies, I'm normally kind of the leader, so to speak, on like making tee times and like organizing it. Are you that person, or is like everyone kind of just like, or are you kind of like the backseat guy and just like, just you take care of it?
It depends how I'm feeling. Like with this one, the guy who said, "Hey, do you guys want to go play golf?" has contributed like 2 text messages, and then it's been me and the other guy. Mm-hmm. So normally it's like, "Hey, it's nice out. Do you guys want to go play?" Blah 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 blah. In this case, I don't know what's happening. I'm just kind of here for the ride, which is fine.
Normally, that's kind of like me. Like, hey, can you guys play golf this weekend? And then it's like you get 1 or 2 like, oh, I can, but then I can't play it this day. And like, oh, I can play this day. But now
I know if it's like you and I, like, we kind of take turns.
Yeah,
kind of being in charge.
Yeah, I've been always kind of that person. Like, so those other groups, like, yeah, make the tee time or whatever.
Yeah, I know. Lately, it's been like, hey, we can go play and then record, and it's like, yay.
Yep.
We can play golf.
So hopefully we can we'll get something on the books next week, and then we can talk about how well we played or how terrible we played, whichever way. Maybe
probably a little bit of both.
Did the Philly Mickelsons,
the
righties, Phil Mickelsons shanking shots and getting up and downs.
I haven't played since we played that par 3. So it's
since then. So. Yeah, we need to get out there and play.
We have a stretch of 70s though, so it'll be nice.
And we can't end the podcast without some sirens.
It's Minneapolis is not a bad city.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I love it. The people are great.
Yeah, no, it's
the culture is fantastic. Mm-hmm. Other than like some events, but was that a fire truck? No, we had a fire truck earlier.
Oh, it's just like nonstop, but I
mean, we don't even notice it.
You kind of just get used to it, but it's literally every episode. I think we've had some sort of siren.
And we've always talked about tacos.
Tacos are
Phil Mickelson.
Phil Mickelson. Got him in there. We recapped the NCAA. We'll probably talk a little bit about that depending on what they end up finding out, if they figure it out. And then hopefully we'll talk more PGA Championship because that starts next week. So odds might change.
People might drop out.
We'll see what happens.
Maybe we'll get an actual stimmy. Who knows?
Yeah, we might change our bets. We'll see what happens. But so hopefully we get some more content next week, and we'll talk obviously some more food too.
I love food.
Food's good. You guys have any recommendations for restaurants? Let us know.
I think we said that before.
Yeah. I know, but I'm going to say it every time because we always talk about food. So.
Eventually, we'll run into somebody from our area that will find a hole in the wall for us.
For sure. Love that. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you next week.